Hi everyone, welcome to Lovetarot. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading, and it's going to focus on what the person on your mind or in your life wants to tell you but is having trouble telling you. So what they wish they could let you know, whether it's in person, whether it's something they need to speak, or just energetically kind of give you some insight into the thoughts that they wish they could share with you. So I have 3 piles. So the first pile, it's mostly river rocks. This is pile 2 with a desert rose. It's quite pretty actually. Is that made in nature? And pile 3, which is mostly shells. So these are general messages. If they resonate, there'll be a message here for your higher good, but don't try to make them fit if they don't. Pick whichever pile you're drawn to, or look at more than one pile to see if there are messages there for you that speak to you. This can be for any kind of connection. Again, no communication, maybe a rough patch, maybe someone where you just really don't know what they're thinking anymore. You'll know if the message is meant for you. Okay, so just take a moment to pick a pile or the different piles you want to see, and I'll start. I'll use tarot as well as an oracle and a message card as well. So we'll start with pile 1. Okay, so this is for pile 1. Okay, so spirit guides, angels, ancestors, for those who picked pile 1, please give us a message for their highest good. Okay. Turn these over later. Okay, so when I was doing the pre-shuffle overall as well, I was feeling different things. I was feeling some inability to still, like some suppression of thoughts and feelings, but hopefully we'll get some clarity here. For those of you who picked pile 1, I see the thing that's on your person's mind that they want to be able to tell you, or that they wish they could tell you, was that potentially this connection, had some trouble or got into a difficult space because of ego, or not being able to achieve the alignment and harmony that you both needed, or that person thought they needed, in terms of attention, in terms of validation. They might not have given you the attention you need. They might have looked for validation elsewhere. Take it as it resonates, but something along that theme is what that person feels led to some distance, potentially some emotional distance between the two of you, where you're not connecting as well as you used to. They don't want this to break the connection apart. Once they stopped and really realized, what was happening, they realized the value of this connection that they share with you, and they don't want it to fall apart. They want to find a way to keep it where it is. I feel a little bit of indecisive energy here, in that they haven't really thought through what their role is in all of this, but they know that they don't want to let go yet. They might still be holding back. They might be keeping things from you. They might be trying to listen to their own intuition and quiet their mind to understand and reconcile kind of these more jittery thoughts and that they were having in their ego, and they're trying to quiet the the noise of the ego and try to listen to themselves. But that might come across to you as not really revealing everything that needs to be revealed. So they're aware of that, but they kind of want to tell you, but they also want to be able to really process this information for themselves. In terms of in terms of the message their higher self would want to tell you is that they are still, they might seem cold, or they might seem distant, or buttoned up. Someone whose priorities are not in this connection. They might appear to be fine on the surface, but what they want you to know is that they have a great deal of passion still for this connection, and they miss seeing you. So perhaps there is some distance here. I certainly can feel it's not the way it used to be, or the way that they want it to be, and potentially you don't. This could be a case of where you made it clear that you didn't want to indulge something that they were doing, or something that they weren't able to give, and so you've pulled back your energy as well. And you might not be able to tell that that's really affected them, but it has. They're still enchanted and entranced by this connection, and they miss you. So there's some kind of distance here of what's happening. So it seems like they're going to want to try to express that to you. So they want to be able to be more giving, to give you the commitment that you want. They want to be able to take that leap of faith towards some kind of future that perhaps you both had either talked about or believed that might have happened. So they're working on it, and they're trying to come up with the right way to do it, and to do it without seeming like wishy-washy. They want to come in strong, and that might be the reason that it's not clear to you yet that that's what's happening. But this person seems to miss you, care about you, but you might not know it. And they're planning and thinking about how to make that shift from something that happened in the past. And that's interesting. And I think it was something that, they worry about. I don't really see regret energy. Maybe because this person isn't that emotionally evolved yet, but you'll know best, take it as it resonates. But I think they see that they have to play a part in making sure this connection gets back to where it could be. So that's for pile 1. Okay, so let's move on to pile 2. Okay, so this is for pile 2. Okay, so for pile 2. Okay. Okay, so pile 2. Okay. So pile 2, the person on your mind, or person you are in, or maybe distance from, or not connecting with right now. Anyway, this person wants you to know that they've been doing a lot of thinking. They're trying to sort themselves out. They are taking some alone time. They are not necessarily, it's not that they're necessarily entertaining other people. I don't know, that just came to me, but it did. And even if they are, that's really not at the heart of the matter of why they might have pulled back. They felt potentially that something in this connection, or some of their behaviors in terms of things they were bringing in from previous experiences and previous relationships, was not healthy to the dynamic of this connection. Potentially they were feeling anxious about any kind of codependency, but these are just their thoughts. This is just how they were feeling about things. They want to be able to tell you these things, so these are the things they can't tell you, but they want to, even more than pile one. They really want to be able to tell you these things. They are a little bit worried that, you know, something might be passing them by in this connection if they don't get their act together soon. They're a little bit wary of just kind of coming in and just saying everything that's on their mind. They want to be a little bit more, logical and level-headed. Or that's the energy they're in. That's the energy they think they should be in. Okay. So they want to communicate with you, pile two. Like they want to explain things. They want to talk about things, whether it was mistakes they've made, mistakes that happened in this connection, something that left you confused. They want to communicate to you the clarity that they are trying to gain. It might still be in process, and also ultimately the fact that this connection brings them happiness. They want to be able to show you emotion. They want to let you know that they're willing to go on the journey that is necessary to show you what you need emotionally. So in terms of this card, which says I want to start over, potentially something happened that either broke the connection apart, or certainly caused it really to go in a direction different from how it started. And they want to be able to achieve that kind of happiness and enlightenment and joy with you again. This must have been there at some point. They do have unconditional love for you. They want to be able to show it to you, but they have trouble potentially expressing what they want at times. This seems to be due to something that has happened in the past. But here's at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. I think this is a strong connection. There might also be some element of, did they make the right choice? They might be worried about the choices that they're making. They're really trying to think with their head here. But they also want to be able to express their emotion to you and how much they care about you and what they want to amend in the connection. They're willing to do the work and to take the journey, make the quest to make that happen, but they seem also a little bit frightened to do so. They're a little bit scared, but it seems ultimately like they will, whoever this is for pile two, that the overpowering sunlight and joy that this connection brings, it will hopefully overpower the more cool, cold shoulder or kind of dark places they've been. So that's for pile two. They might have also felt, pile two, that they were having to make a choice that wasn't really a choice. Like they might have felt that they had to pick, that something about your connection was was something where they felt that they had to give something up in lieu of something else, but they're realizing that might not be the case. Okay, that was for pile 2. So, fine. Okay, so this is pile 3, the shells. Let's put that here in case I want to look at the deck. Okay, so pile 3. Oh boy. Okay, so okay, so pile 3. What your person or the person on your mind wishes they could tell you and they can't, is that this connection did falter. It may or may not have been due to something they did, you did, take it as it resonates, but it faltered. And they're aware of that. They're aware this could have gone the whole 9 yards, and they wish that they could tell you that they know that something got screwed up. I can't quite sense if this is something they screwed up or not, but you'll know best. They want you to know that they're trying to gain their sense of rhythm again. They're trying to pick up the pieces. They're trying to, get moving again. So there might be pushing away other things so they can focus on something that gives them a sense of stability and balance in terms of, could be work or school or something like that. They don't really want to look at everything that's kind of been lost or whatnot. They do see, or they have at one point seen, happily ever after with you, so to speak. They've seen the future with you, maybe, and they're trying to think about whether they should focus on that or whether they should focus on something else. They are going through some emotional conflict, I think, over this change of pattern, this change of dynamic. They feel blocked in what they can and can't do. They're worried that you might not hear them out. They are worried that you might think that they're being self-indulgent, and they might be. They're trying to make decisions about actions to take, what to contribute, what to invest, how much time to put into things. Something happened here. Pile 3. So let's okay, interesting. So they don't want to, they okay, there's something here that I think they had a role to play in what happened here. Of course, I don't think it's if it is you, energies can be reversed, but I think they had a role to play in what happened here. And then they kind of went into their own little cave of thinking about it, and they haven't been able to tell you that. They're worried that they might come off as a bit glib or something, that the way that they process their emotions is not really something they feel that other people might understand, but they don't want to be there anymore. They don't want to be in this kind of paused energy of trying to look at things from different perspectives, or in this energy of just kind of distracting themselves. They want to be able to be grateful for you, for this connection. They want to come out of this energy of feeling all tied up and stuck in their own doing, and they want to have gratitude for the family that either you guys had or have talked about having. I feel like, because it's these are general messages that could apply to several cases, because that's how Spirit wants that to come across. But yeah, they want to be able to know. So they're kind of aware, but at the same time, the way they feel about things is a little, I don't know, they seem a little embarrassed to share that. They say here, I don't know how to feel. So that's kind of like lines up with this type of hanged man energy. It's in the reverse, which I'm acknowledging here, but they're having trouble processing their emotions. They're going through a period of emotional shift, emotional change. What they've contributed to, what external influences have, what they're seeing, what they're not seeing. They're going through that process right now, and for whatever reason they can't fully share that with you. But so that's what they wish they could tell you, is that I don't know how to feel, but they're worried that that's not going to come across as a little bit shallow, as something that, based on what they might have done to affect this connection, they might feel that that's not enough, and they're aware of that, but that's really where they are. They just really don't know how to feel, but they want to have gratitude for the connection you guys, again, had or potentially will have. And they know that ultimately that's the foundation here, and I think they do want to invest in the connection, but they're just trying to align their heart and head, find some balance in the connection. Ultimately, it seems like there might be some divine timing involved in allowing them to get to the place that they need to be to feel more grounded. So whether that's something you're open to or not, listen to your intuition, into your spirit guides on whether that's something you should do. But they are working on it. Whether or not that's enough for you is something for you to think about. But that's what they wish they could tell you, and they're having trouble to do so because they're feeling like it might be a little not enough for what's happened here. So that's what we have for you, pile 3. Oh, I feel the weight of this person in pile 3. Okay, so hopefully one of the messages here resonated with you guys. Thank you very much for joining me here today. Make sure to subscribe and like for more videos like this, and to join us on live streams where you can ask questions. And that's it. Okay, check out More Than One Pile if it helps. Take care. I hope that everyone always finds the clarity they need, and remember that everything in your life is happening for your highest good. Okay, bye.